Ah yes, sunny weather. You know what that means? Time to load yourself up in sunscreen, slap on a hat, and of course, slide on some shades. Cameras might not benefit from sunscreen, but what they do crave in outdoor daylight is their own pair of sunglasses. That's where ND filters come into play. Hi guys, I'm Rod, and today I'll be reviewing the Simmod Variable ND Filter. Okay, so like me, you probably haven't heard of Simmod lenses before. They're a Canadian company with a vision for improving your camera's lenses with their impressive line of customization options. They do things such as declicking apertures, focus gear adjustments, and other various mount conversions. Simmod's latest generation of ND filters come in two sizes, the 77mm version and what I have here, the 82mm version. They're both identical, the only difference being the size. So you can take everything that I say about this 82mm version and apply it to the 77mm version. Okay, to simplify ND filters, they're basically sunglasses for your camera. They mount to the front of your lens, or they sit in a matte box as a piece of glass. The beauty of variable NDs is that you don't need to buy a bunch of different filters of various gauges. They are all included in the variable ND by nature of rotating the ring to add the desired amount of ND. Why bother with a filter at all, you say? Simply put, if you want to keep your shutter and f-stop settings fast and low outside, then you need a strong filter to eliminate the chances of overexposure caused by natural daylight. Normally I'd show you a bunch of stuff included with these products in an unboxing, but let's be honest here, it's an ND filter, so you wouldn't expect anything. Though what is included is this neat, genuine leather carry case, which has immaculate stitching, and to be honest, the zip is top notch. The VND is extremely well designed. Made from premium multi-coated German Scott glass, the 16-layer multi-resistant coating reduces the chances of ghosting while also neutralizing almost all color shift. This makes it perhaps the most neutral density filter on the market. The whole thing feels sturdy and well built. I trust that it will never fall off my lens. This variable ND filter has a range from 0.4 to 1.8 neutral density, which is the equivalent of 1.3 stops to 6 stops. The ND is ergonomically and practically designed from start to finish. It features convenient hand gripping to make threading the ND onto your lens an utter breeze. No more slipping. Getting it nice and tight is painless. The addition of the life-saving finger lever on the side of the ND means that you can easily adjust the ND on the fly without fumbling around. The ND is clearly marked with 10 stops of adjustment. As I say, this ranges from 0.4 to 1.8 of neutral density. There's even a small amount of buffer room from min to max. Perhaps the best design is that it allows you to set the desired ND amount and then shift the inner ring to adjust the desired amount of polarization. Finally, the hard stops means you'll never again overcrank your ND and see that dreaded X pattern that utterly ruins your shots. When you're not using the ND, you can keep it safe and sound in its leather case. Now recently Simmod changed this case to a synthetic material, doing away with animal products entirely. I have the older leather style, but from what I can see, the new case looks just as good. Looking over a few shots we took here today, you can see how the variable ND stacks up in full light at all the marked stops. As you can see, the color shift is negligible. This is something that even more expensive brands have not been able to achieve, in my honest opinion. This means you'll spend less time on color correction in post, which will save you time. Ultimately, your images will remain sharp with little to no color shift. Perhaps the only drawback is that using the VND on a wide-angle lens can cause some vignetting, though most of this can be neutralized in Lightroom with the appropriate lens correction profile. Simmod do mention on their website that you can get some X pattern effect if you twist the filter right up to max, but I have almost never had this problem. For the past 2 years, I have used this Simmod Variable ND on all of my professional shoots where I have used stills lenses. It is without a doubt the best variable ND I've ever used. To sum up, I think you know what I'm going to say here. This is a fantastic variable ND. In fact, it's the best on the market right now, and I've had it over 2 years. Simmod have done their homework and built a quality, sturdy, reliable product that should last you for years. For me, this ND shall keep its pride of place in my go-to kit bag for the foreseeable future. I recommend getting the 82mm version if you can only get one, as this should cover just about any stills lens that you might want to use. Then of course, all you'll need is some step-up rings to adapt smaller lenses to the larger gauge of this ND filter. I'll put a link below so you can check those rings out. If you like my content, then be sure to leave a like, and if you really like my content, why not subscribe, and be sure to ping that little bell so you never miss a video from me. Catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Alright, so I have a trend of buying, you see that? Awesome dog shirts. This one's from Red and Howling. Go check them out. Yeah, love it.